Now we start with the first argument for the existence of God. As I said, we studied three arguments here. One is argument from design. The other is cosmological argument. The last one is argument based on fitra, or innate knowledge. So the first that we want to discuss is Burhaan and Nazm, argument from design. This is very common argument among Muslims and non-Muslims. Inshallah, you have studied Unit 1, because Unit 1 is very helpful for thinking about the design that exists in the world. One of the things about the argument from design is that it has very old history. Even in ancient Greece, people like Plato, like Aristotle, studied this argument. In medieval ages, people like St. Thomas discussed this argument. Among Muslim mutakallimeen, theologians, this argument is discussed. Among Muslim philosophers, this argument is discussed. For example, in the book you have Abu Bakr Baqiliani, Abu Yusuf Kindi, Ibne Rashd or Averroes, Abu Hamid Ghazali, Fakhr Razi, Azuddin Iji, Taftazani, al-Razzaq, Lahiji, Khaje Nasir, Tusi, all have discussed the argument from design. And among our contemporary scholars, Ayatullah Mutahhari, Ayatullah Subhani, Ayatullah Jawadi Amuli, Ayatullah Misbah, they all have discussed the argument from design. So it's a very common argument in the East and in the West. What is the core of this argument? The core is this: to refer to the design that exists in the world, and then argue that this design is too sophisticated to be result of accident. We cannot rationally be convinced if we want to explain this order by saying that it just happened by chance. Even for orders that are much less sophisticated, we would not be happy to accept that they are result of chance. So this is the core of the argument. Ayatullah Subhani, Hafadahullah, who is one of our great contemporary scholars and Maraji, he mentions few points about Burhaan and Nazm. So he has developed a very sophisticated and well developed account of this argument. He says, in this world we have, first of all, harmony. Harmony that exists between different parts of this world is unbelievable. You see the way, for example, Earth and Moon move, which creates days, nights, seasons for us. The way other stars move is so well planned that if a little mistake was happening, a little miscalculation was happening, there would be collapse and clash of these stars and planets, Or for example, we would, if we were closer to sun, we will be burnt. If we were going farther away, we will be frozen. Everything is well calculated. And it is so nicely calculated that even today we can calculate, for example, moon eclipse that is going to take place after 5,000 years. We can predict based on calculation. Or we can go back and find out when was, for example, several thousand years ago, that major moon eclipse, for example, or solar eclipse happened. So everything is in harmony. Or when it comes, for example, just to our planet, which is very, very a small part of this world. We are very, very little planet in solar system. And solar system is very a small part of Milky Way. And our Milky Way galaxy is very little compared to other galaxies. And still no one knows where is the boundaries of this world, if there are any boundaries of the world. So we are very, very little. But in this planet, you see so much of harmony. Unit 1 was to explain the harmony that exists in this world. So this is one way. I don't enter into the scientific details because that is what you can get it from the Unit 1 and from other scientific books. Harmony in the world. The scientists, based on this harmony, can design missiles, can design planes, can design cars. All this is because of the harmony that exists in the world.